So as this topic is becoming more and more out there in mainstream about networking, people are getting the misunderstanding about it all. They're seeing that they're getting a degree or they're getting something and they're not getting the jobs, and they go like, I have to network, I have to do this. And they're seeing it as more of a, what is the hack to be able to get to know these people, instead of networking is a lifestyle. So you're going to learn at the end of this video why networking is a lifestyle, and you're about to learn the loop that makes it effortless, where opportunities start to find you instead of you chasing and chasing and chasing and chasing. And that's never going to be productive for anyone. So the big things that we're going to cover is lifestyle intersections. So you showing up consistently where the right people are, social familiarity, organic introduction, status by association, and inbound opportunities. Now, that may seem very complex. We're going to make it very, very simple for you, so you don't even have to worry. So let's go on the first one, the I've found a hack mentality guy. And he comes into networking, he comes to different places as transactional thinking. What can I get from other people? Oh, if I get to know Jerry, then Jerry can give me this and I can do that. And it's less of a relationship, friendship. It's more of a, what can you do for me? What have you done for me lately? Oh, you're not giving me value. I don't need to talk to you. And this is the guy that is going to really not have anyone that really vouches for him, that is not going to stick up and put his name first in an opportunity, because everything is, what do I get? They're very selfish, those people. What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? And yes, there is that going to be that win-win, but they come off with this transaction of, what do I get from even knowing you, from giving my time or energy to you? What do I get? Those people are never going to win. So they're also the people that go to the networking events and they go, you know what? I'm going to go to this networking event. I'm going to get to know all these people. And, I'm going to go there. I'm going to do my introductions. I'm going to do my lines and I'm going to get these numbers, or I'm going to go to these parties and really get in the social scene. And, then I can leverage them and use them for my part. People could smell that. There's that energy that they leech off, which is number 3 right now. If you have a look, that desperate energy. They have it. You can smell it in someone that has an intention behind what they do. You can smell when they're insincere. You can smell it. You can even look at them. And so I found a hack mentality guy is really having alternative motives behind everything he does. He goes to the events and he wants to get to know people so that he can poach them for his events and make money. And he wants to be able to get the girls to leverage them to go to the party. And yes, you can have that ideas in the back of your mind, but these guys, it's at the forefront of everything they do. So instead of like it being at the back, being like, yeah, that things would be cool, I'm going to offer value, and in exchange, that's things are going to happen as a byproduct. They're like, how do I make it now? And you'll see a lot of business owners like this, because they're so ROI generating, because they're so ROI, I got to get everything done. What is the input that the least amount of input that I can put in to get in return an ROI? And of course, we all want ROIs, we all want return on investment, but they want to put the least amount of energy in always. And when you have this idea, it comes off as a desperate energy of like, I don't really care about you. I don't give 2 craps as long as I get what I get. And that's what people can smell. It's terrible. And so when they have that, they're like, why isn't people like messing around with me? And they don't create an ecosystem. So imagine if you were watering a plant and you're like, what's the least amount of water I can put into this plant? The least amount of fertilization, the least of everything, in order for this plant to grow. Do you think that plant's going to prosper? Do you think that's going to be growing? No, it's not. It's going to be stagnant. It's almost half dying. And so basically, with these people that try to build these friendships, try to build the social circle, try to network, try to do all these things, they're lacking the fundamental understanding of building an ecosystem, building something. And so this is where, as we're going to go down, I'm going to show you that it comes off in a couple of different ways. So they don't have an ecosystem. No one invites them to anything. They have a low ROI. They burn out, and they're very forgettable, because people, why is God's name would anyone want to associate with that person at all? And so a lot of the conversations are forced. It's a very short-term tactic, because again, this is the guy that wants the hack short-term. They're just looking for hacks. This is the get rich quick schemes. They go to a lot of networking events because they don't have the ability to be even crack the events or the parties or the real cool social scenes because they can't even get to them because people in those scenes have a barrier to entry and are not going to let every single person in there. They're constantly chasing these people. They don't understand why, because the mentality is, who can I meet? Who is the guy that can get me the things? And as I say, of course, we want, we're putting energy out there. Of course, we want some return. But these people are just least amount of energy I can put in so I can get it. And at the end of the day, they come with this negative Nancy attitude, like, it doesn't work, I hate it, I can't believe nothing works, and then they're just so pessimistic. And that's not what I want you to be. This is what I want you to be. We're going to zoom out right now. We're going to go into the lifestyle system mentality. And so the lifestyle system mentality is the guy that builds an ecosystem, a social ecosystem, where instead of going to the networking events, he's starting to be like, okay, well, how can I incorporate my networking, my dating life, my social life into one system where I'm consistently getting leads coming to me? And that is through these different ways. So you'll have a look at here, and he's networking, not at the networking events, or he's building his social, he's doing it at the gym. He's doing it at restaurants, events and parties he goes to. He's doing it on Instagram. Any inbound opportunities he gets, that come through his way, DM and introduction. So he's building his system out. Now, the way he does this, again, we're going to go through, is that he doesn't look at it as like, what can I get? The transactional thinking. He's looking, how can I provide value to these people? So a great way that I'll show you, let's say if he builds some people on some DMs and then connects them and says, hey, I'm hosting an event. He might go to the restaurant thing. Hey, I'm bringing a bunch of people. So these people are winning. These people are winning in the restaurant, and he is winning in his social. So he looks at, how can everybody win? Takes the transaction out. How can everybody win by me? He'll look at the gym. He'll be like, okay, I'm going to spend some money and go to a good place. I'm going to start talking about people. I'm going to be introducing people to other people. I'm going to be keen and I want to learn about other people as well, not just me and what I can get from the situation. And so from this mentality, what you're going to find is that the system starts to work like a bit of a flywheel, right? So because you're not me, these people are like, oh, Sam's a cool guy. I want to introduce Sam to this. I want to do that. And it becomes a flywheel where one goes into the next, goes in the next, goes in the next, right? So he might start at the events and the networking stuff, but because he's not thinking of this transactional, me, what do I get? Who can I meet? Oh, I don't care, about building anything. He's going to get invited to the other places because he's pleasant to be around. He's very likable. And when he's likable, he's going to be able to start posting some stuff on social media. Now, that's going to incorporate some DMs, some introductions, some opportunities. He's going to incorporate himself into very high places where the right types of people he wants to meet are. He's going to introduce them and invite them to different parties and events and maybe go into restaurants and cafes. So he starts to build out his social network. And now you can see this. And so what's going to happen is that naturally he overlays with a lot of people. And instead of being the guy that, oh, what can I get? What can I get? How can everybody else win as well as me? That is the attitude that you got to have. And it's this long-term magnetism that people are like, I really with Sam. I really like his energy. I really like it. This is girls with guys. This is dating relationship. And so what it is like you're taking this, oh, I have to do my work and business life, my networking life, my social life, my dating, and you're putting it all into one because you're going to have these consistent environments. See, the networking events, they're few and far between. They're pretty suck. But where you're really trying to get the right types of people is, I met people at restaurants. I met people in airport lounges. I met people on, the streets in terms of the right areas when I'm walking around, the right areas you're walking around. Oh, I met someone there, whether you're at the right gyms, whether they're at the right coffee shops, right cafes. And this is where, when you start to build this system, you start to build this lifestyle system where meeting new people is not this, what is the hack? I found the hack. It's this all-encompassing lifestyle. You will find where you'll start attracting the right types of people instead of, who can I meet? It is, who can I align with? Who aligns with me as well? And the outcome is influence. So when we go down here, once you start living this way, it becomes a loop. It goes in on itself. One thing leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. When you have that, that is something that is predictable, and that is something that takes less energy than actually, researching, I've got to go this, I've got to do that, it's building in of itself. It's kind of like an avalanche or a snowball. It starts small and builds up, and then you don't even have to push it. That's the cool thing, right? So you show up where the right people are. That's the guy that builds the lifestyle. They start to recognize you. People start recognizing you. That recognition turns into introductions. Those introductions build status. The status brings new opportunities straight to you, and the loop restarts. So when we go down here, now you're understanding. So when your lifestyle intersects with a lot of other people, rather than the guy that's always looking what he can get, you show up to the right places at the right time, and you are trying to do a win-win, right? And when you do that win-win, you're going to have this familiarity. People recognize you. People are interested in you because you're interested in them. It's not just about me, 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 me. So organic introductions are going to come because you're going to meet some people. They're liking your vibe, and when they introduce you to someone else, it's not hurting their reputation, and that's key. And if you do that, and you're hurting people's reputations, like this guy, Mr. Transactional Thinking, people ain't going to mess with you. They just don't, right? Thus, you have a lot of connections, a lot of status. And when people know you, people have this like mutual, oh, you know, this person, you know, high status people vouch for you. That is where you are starting to really work. That is where the snowball is running. Inbound leads just come. You don't have to do anything. You've built this whole system. It is going, and then back into the lifestyle intersections. You start consistently going up to where the right people are. Bada bing, bada boom, boom, boom. That is exactly, as I said before, networking as a lifestyle, not a hack. So I don't want you to see you any sort of transactional. I want to see you building out your social ecosystem. And just like this system right here, if you want to be able to level up your social life, be able to level up your dating, level up your Instagram, your status, as well as become a guy that a lot of people want to be around. That's what my mentorship program, Social Life Mentoring, is all about, specifically for entrepreneurs, anywhere between the, you know, whether you're doing 5 to like 20K, that is the perfect time where your time is still in the business, but your social life is taking the biggest hit. When it's above that, you've got other things that you can incorporate. But at that time, you know, that's the biggest time where your time is in the business, you're not doing the social life. And we can't have that because your social life is such a powerful thing, especially in this year going forward, that you can't be a guy that just doesn't have the social life that matches the business life that he's doing. And so if that's you and you feel like you're stuck, you feel like you don't have the success that you want, all you got to do, click the link below, go on the website and go through the application form. Very thing. And then you can book a call with me. It is me on the calls, and I will go talk to you and we'll handle your situation just like that. But this is just one of the things that we teach, which is, again, lifestyle intersections, being able to intersect with the right people at the right time, the right girls at the right time, and creating a life that works on repeat. All right. Arrivederci, my friends.